Good evening, everyone. Your first forecast is brought to you by Store It at Home. Rent-to-own portable buildings. Today, the air felt a little bit more comfortable as drier air started to filter into the region, and temperatures were very seasonable. Tomorrow, we're going to continue more of the same, but then toward the end of the week, we are going to see a little bit of a warm-up as the humidity will start to return to the region. But for tomorrow, it's going to be quite pleasant out there, maybe a little bit on the warm side, but not too bad. 68 degrees, mostly clear conditions at 7 o'clock, mostly sunny at lunchtime with a reading around 86 degrees, and then in the afternoon, temperatures will only be in the low to mid 90s. We're going to see quite a warm up this weekend, though. We'll talk more about that coming up on ABC 31 News.
Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. It was a bittersweet and a bit anxious morning at Camp Beauregard as family members awaited the arrival of 15 Louisiana National Guard soldiers returning home from deployment. ABC 31 Joanna Phillips was there and brings us our big story tonight.
After spending 9 months in Iraq, 15 soldiers with the Louisiana National Guard's 139th Regional Support Group, joined by the 773rd Military Police Battalion, returned home this morning to Camp Beauregard.
Their job in Iraq was to manage 2 forward operating bases for U.S. military operations supporting the Iraqi government. As base manager, they were partially responsible for security and the feeding and well-being of the troops that live at the base.
Families arrived at the drop-off location this morning, lining the parking lot area as they anxiously waited to see those white vans containing their loved ones come around the corner.
It feels good. We missed her a lot, and it was kind of hard not having her around because, you know, she's a open spirit and she's fun to be around, so we missed that about her. And
at around 10 a.m., they were finally home.
The unit was split up in 3 different bases while I was there. There was about a handful of us that went over, and once we got there, they split us up. I said 3 different bases in Iraq, and then we all come together at the last week, met up in Kuwait, and flew home as one. It's been a long 9 months. It's good to be home now.
The 139th was organized in 2006 and originally headquartered at Camp Beauregard in Pineville before relocating to Jackson Barracks in New Orleans in 2010. The unit saw its first major state activations in 2008 after Hurricanes Gustav and Ike, and again in 2010 during the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, 2016 for Hurricane Isaac, and last year in 2017 for Hurricanes Harvey and Maria. Thank you for your service and welcome home. At Camp Beauregard, Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
An Opelousas man wanted in Avoyles Parish for attempted murder has surrendered to Lafayette deputies. Avoyles authorities say Justin Mulbert was wanted in Lafayette on charges of theft, criminal trespass, and disturbing the peace. He'll be moved to Avoyles Parish in the near future. The U.S. Attorney says an Aryan Circle gang leader and 2 subordinates pled guilty in federal court in Alexandria. 38-year-old David Wayne Williams of Sulphur, the senior leader, and 43-year-old Leland Ham of Tulsa, Oklahoma, admitted to being accessories after the fact in the violent crimes in aid of the racketeering murder of Clifton Hallmark. No picture was available of Williams. Earlier this summer, 47-year-old Richard Allen Smith of Little Rock had pleaded guilty to accessory charges. Williams also pleaded guilty to narcotics trafficking and weapons possession. The men will be sentenced this fall. The Aryan Circle is said to be race-based and a group that operates inside and outside of prisons in Texas and Louisiana. Court records show the murder happened in Turkey Creek at a meeting of the gang. A convicted felon from Manny pleads guilty to gun offenses after an assault and police standoff at a barbershop. 55-year-old Willie Carhey is accused of refusing to leave that barbershop where he worked after a domestic incident last year. A SWAT team had to be called in to defuse the situation. Cleco Energy Efficiency Programs has made some slight changes. Cleco Representative Hamad Chaudhry stopped by earlier this week to share those changes.
Yeah, so Cleco has been offering energy efficiency program for about 3 years. This year we made some changes and the program was brought in-house. In the past it used to be offered through a vendor. Now it's a program offered by the Cleco employees itself, and it's a very customer-focused, customer-centric program.
To learn more about how you can save money through energy efficiency, you can visit Cleco.com. Area Public Health Director Dr. David Holcomb and his wife Nicole are honored for donations of scholarships to LSUA. The 3 scholarships are being matched by the State Board of Regents and are in the areas of nursing, allied sciences, and creative arts and language. The scholarships total some $300,000 and will go to first-generation college students with financial needs. The Pineville Sonic Drive-In, located at 3505 Monroe Highway, has one of the top 12 most talented drive-in crews in the nation. Over the past several months, that crew has participated in a series of intense individual and team trainings and quizzes, all as a part of this year's Dr. Pepper Sonic Games. Earlier today, ABC31 Shar Thomas stopped by to find out just what makes this team so good at what they do.
The Sonic location in Pineville has not missed a beat in the last 6 years, making it into the top 12 of the Dr. Pepper Sonic Games. So I had to ask, what's their secret?
The secret really isn't a secret, it's just hard work.
With a great support system from the community taking notice to their hard work, there is no doubt that they are ready for the games.
Our guests, I mean, we have the best guests, I think, in the nation. They buy employees Christmas presents. They bake cookies. We had someone bake cupcakes for the crew for making the top 12 in the nation. They give us cards. They'll call on us and check on us while we're in Washington, D.C. Every convention we've been to, every competition, we've had guests say prayers for us, bring us gifts. They've given crew, here's money to spend on your trip.
Whether it's moral or financial support, the Sonic Pineville crew mission is not only to be #1, but to make the city of Pineville proud. September 8th, the Sonic crew will take on Washington, D.C. as they embark on a journey to unlock their potential by focusing on operational training, crew member teamwork, and delivering the best Sonic guest experience. Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
A popular bar in Tigerland in Baton Rouge, Reggie's, experienced some chaos earlier this week after a physical altercation broke out during the early morning hours. Earl Phelps has the story.
All's quiet in the afternoon here at Reggie's Bar in Tigerland. That was not the case before 2 in the morning when police converged on this area.
It's just an altercation at the end of the night.
Darren Adams is the owner of Reggie's, where his bouncer was knocked unconscious.
We had a couple of guys that were asked to leave. They didn't want to leave. They didn't respect the authority of the security guards. And then when the police got involved, they started resisting arrest with the police.
Brothers Brandon Thomas and Robert Thomas were arrested for attacking the security guard. Police had to tase the men to get them off the bouncer.
You don't want to put it on one particular club because there were kids all over that area and they were out.
Sergeant Elgene McNeely says it's tradition that large fights break out in Tigerland on the Monday, the first day of college classes.
So with all that going on, officers from all over the city were called to that area to assist and try to calm the situation.
Police say several people were given summonses to appear in court for fighting in Tigerland Monday morning. And the owner of the nightclub also says the 2 men who were arrested are not his typical customers and should not be a reflection of the people who patronize his business.
Not everybody is disrespectful to his authority.
Okay.
There's only a few bad apples. Not everybody's bad.
Cops say they will be ready tonight for those going to Tigerland and start trouble.
We want you to know that we're going to have officers in force, and if you go out there to fight or cause havoc, you will go to jail.
Vice President Pence will be in the New Orleans area tomorrow as part of a 2-day trip marking the 1-year anniversary of Hurricane Harvey. He's scheduled to tour the National World War II Museum in New Orleans and then appear at a political event alongside House Majority Whip Steve Scalise.
The sexiest curve on your entire body is your smile.
And women can be beautiful and smart at the same time.
Strong, confident, kind. I love that you are authentically you in every way, shape, and form, and I think that freaking is awesome.
Weekdays at 2 on KLAX TV. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Welcome back, everyone. You may have noticed that drier air has moved into the state, and this comes behind the cold front that pushed in last night. Tomorrow, we're going to continue with that less humid air, and we are going to see seasonal temperatures, and that will last for a couple of days. Then the heat and humidity will be back by the weekend. We do have thunderstorm chances by next week, but quiet weather for the next couple of days, so we're going to start to enjoy that. Winds right now coming from the north at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, so not too bad, but it is bringing in drier air. So our dew points right now in the lower 60s. Still a little bit muggy, but not too bad. Very comfortable conditions out there compared to what we had earlier this week. And that cold front continues to slide down to the south, and so it is going to allow that air from Canada to drain southward, and so the air won't be quite as humid tomorrow, but again, we are going to see the system just phase out and the humidity will be back by this weekend, and it's going to turn a little bit muggy as well. Temperatures will continue to heat up, especially because we're going to have quiet weather for the next couple of days, so plenty of sunshine, and that will really heat things up for the end of the week. So it's going to start to get warm and humid as we approach the end of the work week. But temperature-wise, it's going to be very seasonable for both your Thursday and Friday, but over the weekend, we're going to see a nice warm-up. Temperatures around 96 degrees on Saturday and Sunday, and it's going to be humid, so it's going to feel a lot warmer than that. So it looks like summer-like season or summer-like temperatures will return by this weekend. Lows tonight, 68 degrees in Alexandria, Boyce around 68, Otis around 68 degrees as well. Mostly clear conditions tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow with a high around 93 degrees, so not too bad out there. 95 degrees in Otis, and again, we're going to see quiet weather through the end of the week, and then over the weekend, temperatures really warm up with highs in the upper 90s. It's going to feel much warmer than that. The humidity will also return ahead of another storm system that could bring the possibility of showers and thunderstorms late on Sunday, and a few afternoon thunderstorms could be possible as we start off the work week again on Monday and Tuesday. So that will help to knock those temperatures down. So by Tuesday, look for a high around 93 degrees, and then we drop down to around 92 on Wednesday with another system coming through, but partly cloudy skies. So temperatures overall will be a little bit on the pleasant side as we move into the next couple of days, and then the humidity will be back by this weekend. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim. How is the heart linked to the mind? Maybe something you want to know as you age, and a new study is giving us some new information. With this Medical Minute, here's Arlette Sines.
Many of us work hard to lead heart-healthy lives, thinking our efforts will lower our risk of cardiovascular disease. A new study says our hard work may also be helping our brains. Researchers looked at over 6,000 people ages 65 and older and found that those who had good cardiovascular health had a lower risk of suffering from dementia. The study kept track of how many of the Life's Simple 7 goals each person met. These goals are set by the American Heart Association and include not smoking, having a body mass index below obesity levels, being physically active, eating fish, eating fruits and vegetables, and having normal cholesterol, fasting sugar, and blood pressure. For every one of these goals people met, the risk of dementia decreased, and the risk continued to decrease as people met more and more of these goals. Being heart healthy helps us live longer lives, and it might also protect us against dementia, allowing us to enjoy the extra years.
Coming up in sports, the LSU Alexandria Athletic Department unveils their new logo, and Skip Holtz gives us the lowdown on his team as they get ready to break fall camp.
This fall, weekends are wilder than ever, with everyday people doing things you can't imagine. Fly, fling, and flail. There's slipping, sliding, ow, sailing through the air, and swimming in mud. Risking it all for a supersized cash grand prize. So funny, it hurts. Wipeout Weekends this fall.
Saturdays on KLAX TV.
Good evening and welcome back to KLAX ABC31 Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. The campus of LSU Alexandria has welcomed a bevy of new faces to campus this week, but none might be quite as cute as their new puppy dog. Okay, maybe he's not that cute. He's kind of mean looking. This is the Generals' new athletic mascot logo. It's a white bull terrier donning a military helmet to represent the Generals. It's an exciting step in the rebranding of the LSUA campus, and this is just the start. Fall camp for the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs is nearly 3 weeks old. The Dogs reported to camp 20 days ago and just wrapped up practice number 17. Dogs open the season September 1st at South Alabama, and Coach Skip Holtz loved the enthusiasm of his guys today as camp continues to drag on.
Maybe our most spirited practice so far of the year. I think, you get in, you get the excitement and energy of week 1, you get the dog days of week 2. In week 3, that light at the end of the tunnel starts to show up, and as we are now here on Wednesday, great energy, a lot of team, a lot of hitting today, a lot of emotion, a lot of passion, but the thing that I've loved the most about this team is just the attitude and the work ethic and trying to get better. We're past teaching assignments for the majority of this team and just teaching the little things, steps, hand placements, reads, just some of the little things that go along with being successful. Excited to get into game week and start dealing with some of the game plans and putting them all in and watching these players respond to getting ready for a game mentally.
Well, folks, this is no joke. Louisiana Tech senior Will Parker has been named a preseason candidate for the 2018 Peter Mortel Holder of the Year Award. Parker, who is currently pursuing his master's degree, is entering his second season holding duties for the Bulldogs. Last season, Parker held for kicker Jonathan Barnes, who converted on 68 of his 79 total kicks. Major League Baseball releasing the schedules for all 30 teams today for 2019. Of course, some fans could care less at this point in the middle of a playoff chase, like the Braves and Astros, but if you do, here's the opening day rundown. The Braves will head to Philly, while the Astros will open up at the Trop for 4 games beginning on March the 28th.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Follow us on Twitter. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
We've knocked on doors.
Do you feel badly at all?
Relentlessly pursued the bad guys. Demanded transparency in our food supply. Do these chemicals leach into your body? And uncovered innovative ways to boost your health. Investigated true crime cases to make sense of tragedy. Change is happening here. Our journey is just beginning.
The Dr. Oz Show season premiere, September 17th.
Welcome to season 10.
Dr. Oz, weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.